The status quo of the day was to fight. The status quo of the day was to lay down the law and crack the whip and tell those riffraff they gotta go, or tell those riffraff what the fuck to do. Tell those riffraff to pick up trash. Tell those riffraff to sit up straighter, pull their pants up. Tell them to do something with the expectation that they have to do it. And if they don't do it, cops. Or back in that day, he might physically hit them. He might physically touch them
With a pipe.
with a pipe. Yeah, like the 7-Eleven. I believe, and now I'm moving to step 3. I believe that McDonald's and corporations and stuff like this must have did something, created, designed something, evolved something to where fights don't happen every fucking day. Where the supervisor or owner or whatever, manager, walking in, looking at customers, doesn't have the motivation or compulsion or need or responsibility to tell the riffraff what to do. That the riffraff do it without being told.
That's interesting. That's to be something.
I feel like I got it 70% there, and I'm satisfied. Just kind of planting that flag in the ground right there, saying that was good.
First, had an example of that. The woman was screaming to put a mask on. That's kind of like, for Pete saying you're the riff. That's to say you're the riff-raff in a way, and that was
Literally.
all she said was I hassled you and that was it. She left you alone. She didn't physically go there like grab you or touch you or anything like that. So maybe what Pete's saying is somewhat true, because there will be fights happening everywhere. We will see fights all over. There has to be some sort of, I don't know, understanding or something. I don't know.
There will be police parked outside of every business, just standing post all day long to take people away that this guy doesn't like the color of their tie.
Yeah, can you imagine? Like the way they tell us there's no shirt, no service, or whatever, no shoes, or whatever they say. Like, well, yeah, that could be a world we could live in. That might be too far away. Like you said, police standing because that you don't like the color of the tie.
You're saying
that could be a world that we're going to be coming into.
For good or for bad, or
bad because of the whole
it is
stupid
bad.
mask.
I
because
say
of the whole stupid mask thing.
I'm saying it to say that it scares me, I guess. That what the fuck happened to where we customers abide by rules that we consent to.
Play the role of a customer.
Yes. What the fuck happened to where we... I pointed out, I swear to God, at least one time in my life with you at a mall, I pointed out a sign of rules for customers.
Oh, I don't remember that. That sounds a little vague from there.
Yeah. I don't even remember really myself, but I know I seen a sign and I said, hey, check this out, these are the rules for customers. And it's like, unless you pay me, I shouldn't have to follow one rule. It's on my honor, it's on my dignity, it's on my social value, what do I call it? Scale. It's on my Decency.
I
Yes.
think he cracked the
Oh,
code
thank
of why
God.
there's not cops everywhere. It's
Yeah.
on the decency and honor because we as employees have to follow the stupid rules, you know. But the customers, I think if he's right, decency, human decency.
The
Because
customers are the employees are very confused
Mhm.
because they think they can tell a customer the fuck to do.
And then the customers tell us what to do. That's what's so funny too. The lady was
That's-
cursing at me and I yelled at her on Macy's.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the customer's always right, stupid thing,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
But I think it's something to do with some sort of human decency because it's kind of like when we're driving, you know, how do you guys know who to go? You guys learn this, like, okay, well, I still don't know, like, we all have 4 stop signs, okay, who go? Can you imagine everybody just didn't care and they just went? It's some sort of honor or human system going on, right? So I feel like that's they trained you to do that in driving. So obviously they trained that in shopping.
I like. Did you have something to say?
I just want to say your hair looks great.
Mine.
Yours.
Mine?
Yours.
Oh, he did good. He did good. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, it looks good. Okay, you were like mine, and then you're
You
like,
look
but
like
stick
you're
it.
pointing at me.
But thank you. He did good then, right? Okay, he did good. Good job. That was
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Out. So, I love to be in harmony with other people and other customers and stuff. That's hilarious coming from me, right?
Yeah.
No.
Because you've seen me at my finest, most eloquent.
Yeah.
My most eloquent.
That should be a theme song.
Yeah.
He does a theme song, yeah.
What a classy guy.
Classic.
Right there.
This is my kind of
Like, but I love it. But I'm in this situation. But I came up with a pretty good work through, which is that if some nice person comes up to me and tells me, put a mask on, for them I will. And that's well within my character. For you I will do.
I've seen him say that, yeah.
Yeah.
A few hours.
Yeah. But and that goes for things like being courteous, a courteous driver.
Yeah.
Right.
He's told me so many things about like not putting the high beams, you know, to be courteous for the other, you know, it's like have a tendency. He's told me a lot of things with driving,
Yeah.
and I don't associate that, which unfortunately is true. But he's so nice, he's so courteous, you know.
You don't have to mechanically learn these things. You don't have to read a book. Over time, when this gets done to you so much, you go, I fucking hate it when people do this. I won't do this to others.
That could be exactly what the human decency right there on cops at every entrance. We might have been in a town or even a riot of black people's community. They probably said, I don't want this done to me, I won't do this to others. Like,
Yes.
we don't know. But it could have literally been this. That he's punching them, and, you know, he's not doing it. It literally could have been that, and yeah.
Does he look like he wants to go over and punch those kids?
That's what I'm saying is he's adjacent to the kids. He's not aimed at the kids.
That's exactly.
He's aimed at the window or the.
Thank you.
the
That's a
door.
good point.
See, I missed
Yeah.
that.
It's
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
that
he's
is good.
wondering.
Yeah, because he's
Is
not
he
even-
going to go in the door? Is he going to confront
That's
them?
good, yeah, because it's like,
Yeah,
it's not these
the
people's
owners.
fault,
It's
it's
not
the,
the
you know,
riffraff, but
yeah.
it's the owner's
That's
fault.
good,
Good.
yeah.
The manager.
So he doesn't look like he's gonna punch them, but he does
Yeah.
look like he's aiming at, you know, not
Yeah.
this riffraff. I'm like, what the hell, grabbing
Yeah.
them? What are you doing here, you know?
He'd have to stick his hand out like that.
I know, can you imagine that
Yeah.
scene and him sticking his hand out?
To grab the
Everybody, yeah,
riffraff.
grabbing the
To grab the
riffraff.
riffraff.
That's a good scene, they should have did that. He's like looking at it, his hands
Yeah.
pointing, he's grabbing,
Yes,
yeah.
he's looking this way. Yeah, get hurt.
Why don't I see it? Do it again. I want to see the scene.
He's looking this way, looking this way. And
Yeah, okay,
he
okay.
just reaches out and grabs the riffraff and rip.
One of these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you imagine that his arms extended
Yeah.
there, right here.
Oh!
Yeah, right down there,
You see,
yeah.
you see his
Oh!
hand, right?
like cartoon, like.
Yeah.
Well,
No, just right
The
there.
kid is right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe this guy
You
behind
can't
him.
see him,
Yeah,
but
you can't see him.
if he goes down like that, he's right there to him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What? What?
Like a gag, like
Yeah,
he's
a
right
gag,
there,
yeah.
and he goes like this, and he goes.
Lifts him up. Exactly.
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 Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can totally see that. They could shoot a
Positionally,
I've
he
seen,
could.
yeah.
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 Positionally, he
Because
could do
it
that.
wouldn't be that he's taking the riffraff out. It's saying to the
Yeah.
owners,
What is this?
what I
Yeah,
thought.
exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I see that.
That's
That's
the
it. Yeah,
takedown.
I got you.
That's the
yeah,
takedown
yeah.
right there. Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh my God.
That's.
I hope that's what happens right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say it.
Yeah.
In the
That would be perfect.
the last facet to this is that it seems as though him, the McDonald's brothers, the golfers, all three of them are, whether or not the golfers are involved, but them are in the groupthink mindset type of guys that would think, well, all you have to do is run a tight ship and this won't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The riffraff won't leave trash, or the riffraff, if your restaurant is clean, if you're doing your job. And I gotta say, maybe that's how it works. Maybe if a restaurant is standardized, clean, and not selling chicken, they're selling burgers and fries and cooks, just like they said they would. Sticking to the plan, sticking to the standards, sticking to the system, that people will just not fuck up.
Yeah, it's funny it's a chicken because they never sold chicken, but they did create chicken McNuggets.
Nuggets,
And one
yeah.
time it's just
That's
funny
right.
how the whole concept of chicken, like the whole concept is like ghetto or
Yeah,
something. The
ghetto.
chicken,
Absolutely.
that's what I was
Fried
saying. Yeah, but yeah. So, but they end up getting chicken anyway with chicken McNuggets.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
the link I
nuggets,
sent
that's
you was the
true.
timeline of everything they had got.
Oh.
Yeah, I sent it you guys the emails. Like interesting. And, like a lot of it was in the 80s. It seemed like that we got like I think the chicken McNuggets and stuff like that.
I was
Like,
reading an article. You know, speaking of McDonald's offering things other than cheeseburgers. I was reading an article the other day about Arts Deluxe, and apparently Arts Deluxe was such a big risk that McDonald's almost lost everything.
what is
for
that?
that- for that.
I don't even know an art.
Yeah, I guess in maybe the early 2000s or something, they hired a master chef to come up with a new recipe, everything for a new burger, and it was supposed to be their next big thing, and they blew like $1 billion, whatever, on this venture, and it totally flopped. You know, they were trying for the wrong people, doing nomination, whatever that's called, wrong market. Yeah, they're trying for the wrong market. They are trying for sophisticated people
no
that
way.
don't frequent McDonald's.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
How do we get those people in here? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it flopped.
Broaden there.
Well, it was more like they were gearing towards youth that would come into McDonald's, but giving them a burger that they didn't want. That's what it is.
Oh.
A burger that's geared towards sophisticated people, sophisticated palate.
They missed the mark.
Yeah, and advertising, all that stuff. They lost a lot of money on that. It was a big flop.
But they're still successful. They didn't lose their
No,
show, you
still
know.
McDonald's is right.
I mean, it's fun because you think of the salad, the McFlurry, all these fancy stuff, the yogurt party or whatever.
Yeah, the parfait.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
will just fries and burgers.
I like talking about
Is that what it's called? Did I
Parfait,
say
yeah.
it? Did I say it right?
Parfait,
Did I
that's
say it
awesome.
wrong? What is it? What is
parfait.
it? He always
You said
gets
parfait?
it. Yeah. I don't know how to.
In
That's
our
awesome.
in our world, parfait is with ex parte, which is what we were.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm such a retard. And things are celebrating me. That's my next set.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
This is awesome. That's the creative process. I was gonna say, when the guy was like, you could take it to a park bench, you could take it to your car, you could take it to your home. I see that as the McDonald's having figured out how to get customers to advertise their business for them by taking it to their homes, business, all around town. But, you know, like a bag that's iconic.
Exactly, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bags with Amazon.
Yeah, what is
Just
that?
yeah.
Take to see
And
your
everybody-
house and
yeah,
or
like-
your office. I'm like, where did you get that? What is that? They're like,
And
whatever.
and it got the signs eventually that say 35,000 burgers sold or whatever the fuck. So everybody's all interested. Oh, McDonald's, what's the sign up to? Remember? That was during our time though.
It was.
That was.
Yeah,
Oh. Well, once the take 5,000.
on the signs, you
Millions.
were live for this.
I won't.
Yeah.
Go.
It was in the billions when we were kids. The sign said, and there was, you know, the 2 digits. Let's say 40 billion served, and then the next year would be 50 billion served.
Is that possible that they know they just make the numbers up?
If they know anything, they know that.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
number,
that's-
because they control how many burgers they make and sell.
Oh.
It's not a you know, a guess.
This is
Okay.
this is not religion to them.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
You know, it's a religion to us that we believe it, but
yeah.
it's
Maybe
it's
they,
completely
yeah.
And
Maybe
now
they're
that's
5 million or something.
more enticing for people if they see that.
Yeah, it's marketing, but you know, but the interesting thing was, yeah,
Oh, well,
The-
make it to 1 million.
Oh.
Yeah.
But go on.
well, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Sports team.
the arches, the sign above McDonald's. I guess it said McDonald's, and under it said 2 numbers and billions served,
Yep.
right?
Yep. In our day.
And it went up 80 million, 90, 95, 99 million, billion, I mean.
Yeah.
And then the next year it said billions and billions served.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like, it was interesting, you know, to see over time
No.
how it changed. Well,
No, it doesn't have any of that.
Sometimes
Sometimes, yeah.
sometimes you'll catch a sign that says billions and billions of served
Yeah.
Oh,
these days.
because they don't
Yeah.
stop, they don't count anymore. Like, you know, it's just
they don't
big.
they don't show it anymore because the number's too big apparently.
But like Brett said, the number of burgers sold is known.
There's
No.
a known thing.
Is a known number
known number.
And even though it's too big,
by
they still won't put it.
by the McDonald's Corporation.
Yeah,
Really?
exactly.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
If
And
you
it's
think
weird.
about it.
It's weird the burger's sold, but it doesn't mean that people actually ate them.
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
it's like made basically.
Yeah, made and sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
sold.
Right, yeah.
Not,
We
not foul.
imagine that.
Not the ones that aren't sold, you know, the ones that
Yeah.
are left behind.
Yeah, they're
There's
tossed,
Uh,
expired.
you know, because I don't know if they make them, but they probably don't sell all of them. They probably have food at the end of the night. I don't know if they count the ones that they
Yeah.
aren't selling.
Well, it's different back then because back then they would make a bunch of hamburgers and sell them as people came in. But now, I think now all the places make it when you order it.
Really?
I think so,
But according to this movie, you saw how many they put on
at a time.
at a time. You see
Okay.
that little tray, so you get an idea.
Tray.
There's a little buffer.
A
Say,
buffer,
yeah, that buffer right there, meaning that little tray.
Yeah,
At the end of the night,
maybe there's 8.
maybe there's
left.
8.
Yeah.
It still counts, but whatever. Okay, it counts. the exact number to us is not relevant. What's relevant is that sign was something that people were cheering.
Cheering,
like like a sports team.
Sports team, yeah, that's
And
right.
So
Yeah.
when you would bring your bag around, to a home or the park or whatever the fuck, it's not like people after a short period of time of a year or less, or two, more or less than a year, people aren't going, oh, what's that bag? Right? This is like not basic, this is like advanced advertising, where people, it's saturated and
Everybody knows, okay, that's McDonald's. And then when they see people with the McDonald's Happy Meal or bag or whatever, each person is advertising for McDonald's. That's what I saw when the guy was saying, well, you can take it to your car or your home. You could advertise us at your car. Or your
I
home.
get that's good.
That's
That's
true.
good.
That's
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
It's super back in all
For
day. We had better Happy Meals, better toys, and it
Oh,
just,
yeah.
and we had the little playland with the jail that you guys were never
Jail,
in.
yeah.
I was in.
That's right. The play place, yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's so hilarious. Like,
Either way.
yeah, that's one of my
And by the way-
earliest horror memories. You don't even
By the
know
way,
McDonald's.
right? Like they were. That's going more towards what I was getting to, which was, it's not the fucking government that's doing the lockdown of police, of making this a police state. It's not the fucking government. The government has no benefit to police locking down us, but corporations do. So you don't loiter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Loiter, that's right.
Loiter.
Your dad.
That's your dad said that.
My dad?
Yep, yeah,
What did he
yeah.
say?
I asked him, what the
What
hell
is
is this?
loitering?
What does loitering mean to you? And he goes, a kid.
Was when it was this in the hospital?
No,
Wait,
on the job.
On the job. Oh my god, I don't remember that. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for
Luckily, Brett
remembering.
was there.
Oh, because it was on the side.
sign.
Oh, okay.
And
He's
the
trying to
sign
get
of
that.
rules for customers.
Yeah.
But it
So-
doesn't mean, it means, okay, when you're just hanging around also. Because when no lawyer.
Loitering means hanging around.
But he was
But
saying
your
that it
dad
don't,
said
but he
it's
like
not.
that. He's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
So, what?
Go.
It was just incorrect, but it was funny.
Because
Oh.
the incorrect thing was, instead of loitering, he meant littering.
Littering, yeah.
Oh my
that's
god!
Right.
Now you know why I'm the
Oh
way I
my
might get that from my
God.
dad too.
Oh, I didn't
my
even
god!
catch
You
that.
didn't catch that.
Oh.
That's why I just instantly
Yeah.
was bursting out laughing. I knew where it came from,
Oh,
but I was just tripping like, okay, is he fucking with? Is it just
Yeah.
like a joke?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh
like
my
I'm like
God.
swagger, like.
Yeah.
But he
or-
thought you were talking about little, and he's like,
Yeah. What does
okay.
this mean? Oh, you know.
What if he actually believes that that's what the sign says? No,
I-
little. And he
this
just
is-
it's like, oh my god.
That was part of my joke that I was entertaining. I was
Yeah.
trying to do it in an entertaining way, but for me, I'm sitting there thinking, this guy or whatever has got to police these fucking customers. Maybe he doesn't know the difference between loitering and littering.
Yeah,
Me,
yeah.
you know.
He always just when we
He
were.
doesn't need to know.
Yeah.
But now he's got to lay it
Oh
down.
my god, yeah, I don't think he ever, but he was just saying, you want a drink? Hey, you want a drink? He would have his feet up, and that's why he would hound at people. Hey, you want a drink? Oh, you want a drink, sweetheart? Like, that was all he was doing there, but we were able to hang out there, and remember, I'm glad you guys
So
got to
great,
experience
yeah.
so much. I wish I would have went more, like, I remember, thank you for remembering, oh my god. Oh my god, I miss him. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. Thank you guys for liking him. He was like, oh my god, nobody likes him. Oh my
There
god.
was nothing. He could do no wrong to me.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could do no wrong.
everybody at the job liked him. That's why I think he liked that job. Remember, they were like, we love him. He's a kid. That was the first job ever in his entire life that he was liked.
Yeah.
That's why
Wow.
I think,
It's so
yeah.
great. Oh my
It was
God.
nobody liked him. He was always, I think music did help him, Brad. I think you making those videos
Yeah,
for him.
it is.
Because he said the
Cheer him up,
customers,
that's
yeah.
right. It was
I
me.
feel like that helped. Yeah, I
Wow.
think that helped because he would play music and. I don't know. I feel like he got fired unjustly. Like I just feel like that was just. I think not having the job and not swimming is what did him in. Those were his two things. You know. Oh my God! Do you remember that? It sounds like so like it's so foreign now. When he says it, I'm like, oh my God, that is my dad. I think that's why I communicate the way I do because I grew up with those two parents. My mom who doesn't speak English correctly, you know, and my dad. Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
I don't say that she doesn't speak it correctly, but although from the outside, outside spectator looking at your mother, they say, "Wow, she doesn't speak English properly." But I look at, what does this represent? If she says this, what does that mean? What is she thinking? Why would she say that? Is she struggling to communicate, or is she fucking with people? It's so fucking interesting.
I'm worried that
I'm intrigued.
I'm seeing more and more. They think she is fucking with people, whether it's good or bad. But that's what's scary. That I'm seeing more and more. It's scary. Like when she really didn't say, no, it's you. You said something. You said, yeah. And but I have to look at it. She's just protect herself. Yeah. Oh my God, it's a miracle that my own mother didn't call me for my birthday. No one touched me for my family.
Fuck.
No, I'm glad. I'm grateful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
No one
yeah,
from your family.
you see him this call now?
No one
No,
from your
I
family.
don't want to.
Here's your no. I'm kidding.
No, I don't want to call. No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that she's actually. You don't even know. Yeah, means she got my postcard and then I was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm grateful. You don't have no idea. I'm like,
How
You
come
call
no?
your sister?
no, I'm good. I'm just grateful. I don't want to ruin this. I'm like,
Oh, it's her birthday too.
Yeah, you know.
I'm like, you don't even
Maybe I'll call
know.
your sister.
If you want to, don't let me stop you.
I was gonna say, nobody cares about your mother. She's there all alone in that house. Right, I'm setting it up. I'm setting this up, right? Yeah, Brett. Oh God. Brett, please. God damn it.
Wow.
Roxana is sitting there, all alone, old lady sitting there, and nobody, no fucking. I'm trying to be like her super soldier or her defender, trying to defend Roxana, and I'm sitting here saying, why isn't anybody coming to her rescue and making sure she's not alone?
Yeah.
Making sure she's safe, making sure she's all right. Why? When some crazy guy walked into her home.
Yeah.
Me! That was me. You gotta think, what is she going through? Is she... I don't hate her. I'm not fucking with her. I'm not fucking with anybody. And I think to myself, she's open-facedly fucking with Angie. And I think maybe it's born from the fact that she's truly scared that this guy will show up again, and this time for reals or something, you know.
When else she knows, yeah, I had a key. He could have showed up any time. I had a key.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even afraid. She's like, what is somebody doing in my house? And she wasn't afraid.
Exactly.
He told me, you know, she called me and I thought she was messing with me. She said he was there. If he didn't get on the phone, I was freaking out. That was the time, one time that the taxi didn't charge
wolf so much.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, my sister and Johnny said he was gonna go beat him up. You don't even know how horrible that was. and I was that was the one time the taxi never charged me. There must be a God. Yeah,
right.
thanks for transferring the money, but
Do
they
you know
never
about
charged.
that story about me walking in our house?
What about it?
I don't know if you know about that story.
Yeah, I think. Someone told me.
Good.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him. He was transferring money so I could get a taxi. That's
Good.
no shoes.
No sure.
And my mom's yelling at me, what is he doing here? And I didn't know where he went. That was just so horrible. I didn't know where he went. And so I'm looking everywhere from, and then she calls me and she's saying that, and I'm freaking out, and he gets on the phone. And he says, I'm stepping outside right now, but Johnny is saying on the phone he's going to beat him up. This is horrible. I'm so sorry. This is horrible. I'm just it was just I don't want to think about it. It was horrible. I don't want to think about it. There's no, and it needed to be discussed.
Yeah.
I did it. It needed. Can we end with a happy note? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm saying this specifically because
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned that she is living with this worry that some crazy guy is going to show up. And that crazy guy's me. I know I'm not going to do it. Who's to say she doesn't worry?
I can honestly say she's not worried about that. She
Good.
likes you to cut your hair. She likes you. I can honestly say you don't have
That's
to
what
feel
I
bad.
need to
Yeah,
hear.
thank you. You
That's
don't
all I
need
need
to
to
feel
hear.
bad. Yeah, I can honestly. Yeah, she was 6. Yeah, she didn't go like, oh, is he around the corner? Like, no, she didn't act like she was scared of you. Oh, she's really brave. Yeah,
Good.
Hi. Oh my God, I need to.
Thank
I don't think it was a bell. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah,
Just had
yeah.
closure.
You just had closure. Yeah. Oh my God.
Closure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh my God. What are you doing, Brian?
Facebook.
Open shirt.
What are you doing?
Instead of closure, he's doing open shirt, the opposite of closure.
What is he doing?
Texting, friend.
What are you texting her?
Facebook.
You texting her happy birthday on Facebook?
No, I texted her happy birthday, but I'm on Facebook now.
Oh, okay. Can I hit play on this last
Yeah,
scene so
yeah,
we can
go.
see it? Can we get comfortable? Yeah. So you guys can see what happened.